Alexander Volkanovski has had one of the most dominant title reigns in featherweight history. That was until he met Ilia Topuria at UFC 298. Oh, man. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are cruising right now, pulling into Week 14, 9-3. They are the only team in the AFC North to still have their starting quarterback.
Almost gets trapped there, kicks it out to Dillinger, who finds Lee back in the middle. Under the basket, she falls down, passes it back to Dillinger, and Dillinger puts it up and in.
The atmosphere was awesome here at the PFL and Bellator press conference as the big super fight is lined up for next month in Saudi Arabia.
He's got Johnson to his right, rolls to his right now. Looking downfield, and he's got a man. Touchdown.
The number one name I'm hearing right now is new middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis. I know the South African did just win the belt versus Sean Strickland just a couple of weeks ago, but I've heard reports from Chael Sonnen that a contract has been offered to his camp. That is not the case, however, for the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, can we redo that? There's no do-overs? I guess we all don't get second chances. Raheem Morris is finally getting his, though, now being named the new head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. Brady had Belichick, and thanks to Philadelphia, Mahomes has Andy Reid. Tonight, KC's coach is making history of his own with another Super Bowl appearance. After tonight's game, Reid will be tied third for most appearances on the big stage by a head coach. In 2004, he took the Eagles to a Super Bowl in his first appearance as a head coach, appearing prior as an assistant in 2 Super Bowls with the Green Bay Packers. Las Vegas may not have the experience that Coach Reid has in the Super Bowl, but they are still ready to rock and roll tonight. Vegas hitting the jackpot, becoming just the 16th team to host the NFL's premier game. This has been a major want from the city since moving the Raiders to Nevada in 2020. The game will be played in beautiful Allegiant Stadium, built just 4 years ago for under $2 billion. It stars alongside SoFi Stadium in California as the newest stadiums in the NFL. Sports right now are hitting the jackpot in Vegas, hosting big events like the Super Bowl and the finals for the NBA in-season tournament, all while bringing in teams like the Raiders and Athletics. From a betting perspective, this year's Super Bowl is estimated to wager $23.1 billion. That compared to last year's $16 billion. What happens in Vegas might not stay there this year.
Jungle MMA in Central Florida has been on the rise, compiling the best record in amateur bouts last year for any gym in the Sunshine State. 29-year-old fighter Alec Brooks has been a massive piece for the team, contributing his skills and experience in any way possible.
I worked my way up to coaching adult classes a couple times, and I started doing that full time, and then I started learning how to corner for fighters and, getting more into just being like a full-on just striking coach for everybody here.
Alec is an active fighter, so his relationship with his teammates, who can also be his students, is quite unique. But so is the insight he provides them.
He knows what the pressure is like. He knows what the feeling of the walkout is like. He knows exactly what it's like to go through that camp. So he holds us in high regard and keeps us to a high standard that way.
Coach Brooks still trains relentlessly to master his own craft, currently sitting 2-1 on his career, all the while bearing the outcomes of his students' fights.
I'll start crying when these guys win and do well. When they lose, though, you can't do that. You got to put on like a good face, a strong face for them. We immediately get back to work and figure out what happened.
Brooks and LaRue are both training to make their pro debuts later this year. From Orlando, for Full Sail Live, I'm Noah Latzsch.
1, 2, 3!